Welcome back to Dad Bod's and Hot Rod's Garage. So today we're working on this transmission for the Chevelle. I'm going from automatic to manual, and I chose to use the AR5 5-speed transmission from a Chevy Colorado. And I bought the FABbot conversion kit. So let's go ahead and unbox it. All right, so it comes with 3 quarts of MT90 transmission fluid, which I won't put in until after I get the whole thing installed and done. There is the speed bleeder line, the new slave cylinder, which you got to take that off, change those 2 out to put the speed bleeder and the new line in. Well, this is the speed bleeder, it's the new line. Some Airhead candies, awesome. That's hilarious. These, I believe, are the new bell housing bolts. It's a 4060E bell housing. That's one of the things we need to do is remove that bell housing, which I've painted the entire transmission except for the bell housing because I'm changing it to this bell housing. So that's going to be the task for today, swapping out the bell housings and putting the adapter plate on. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the kit out of the box. They packaged this up really nice. I will say I was a little concerned about FABbot when none of their phone numbers worked and they were very slow to respond to their emails, and then I learned that they had moved to Arizona and were having some issues. So I was kind of concerned that I was even going to get this, but as it turned out, it all came in just fine. Nice sticker. That'll add 10 horsepower to the car. Awesome. These are the bolts for the adapter plate. There's the pilot bushing, the shim for the slave cylinder, and then there it is. This is the adapter plate for the AR5 to go to the 4060 bell housing. It's a really nice unit, very heavy duty, and I can't wait to start installing it. Back in the box. So it's an 11-inch clutch and pressure plate with the bolt set and a alignment tool. Basically good for 500 foot-pounds of torque, which is great because that's what the 454 and the Chevelle is going to be putting out. And then a brand new 168 tooth externally balanced flywheel. There's the wear side. Okay, let's see if we get these bell housing bolts broken loose. I got a couple of them with my impact, but these others are playing hard to get for some reason. Before I start losing stuff, put this stuff down. Oh, opening. Let me get a block to hold that so it doesn't spin. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, my table's a little wobbly. It's not really ideal for this. That one went easy. 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 These guys are being a little bit of a problem child. Take the extension off. Yeah, these guys are gonna fight me all the way out. One of it's because are they open to the surface? Anybody else encountered? Whoops. I don't mess up my sticker. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not, but I got 2 bolts in here that are just kind of gummed up or something. I'll say this kit did not come with any instructions, but there's plenty of information online. Plenty of people have done these. So if you can't figure something out, you can find it pretty easily with just a Google search or YouTube. We're all YouTube mechanics nowadays, right? Whew. Long-winded bolt too. There we go. Now they're playing nice. Yeah, they were just covered with Loctite. And they were locked tight. Let me get this board in here. Kind of hold her up a bit. Some of these are shorter. That's all of them. Now, let me get my trusty motivator. There she comes. She coming. Ring my bell. Okay. All right. So now bell housing's removed, but as you can see here, there's alignment dowels, and they're stuck in the bell housing. So I've got to remove those, put them back in here. Looks like I can just drive them out through the top side. Let me get another motivator and a good chisel. Yeah, this one might be too big. Is this too big? No, it's perfect. Just like that. And they're out. Put it in the wrong place. That wouldn't be good. Okay, I guess I wanted to clean that up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just a little wire brush and a rag. I'm not gonna. I got this transmission for $300, and I've been sitting on it for about 5 years. Well, I'm sorry, 3 years. Deciding if I'm just going to sell it and make a little money on it or what. And I'm glad I held on to it, because I think it's going to be a lot more fun in that Chevelle with a manual transmission than that crappy 700 R4, which is not a crappy 700 R4. That transmission's built. It's a huge performance transmission with a converter. You've seen it. If you watch the channel, you've seen that transmission multiple times. All right, so these bottom three have to be changed with Allen head type bolts. There are 3 bolts such as this one, and they go into here to replace those 3. So I am going to find these 3 bolts real quick in this bag of bolts. There they are, 2 and 3. And I'll show you. I'll set this up there. Obviously, you just follow the this line's right up, right? So red Loctite in there. In there. And a little bit here. Now, a few of these have Allen head bolts, and they recess in. You can tell which ones those are because they're those, right? Of course, this one's going to fight me in, but that's okay. This must be one of the ones that still had their Loctite in there. I should have probably chased the threads. Okay, I'm gonna thread chase it. some more Loctite on it. This time, look at that. See? What was there to worry about? Absolutely nothing. No. Nope. Nothing to worry about. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Okay. That means that the bell housing will now bolt right up. Look at that. I wanted to show you this. This is another thing that they talked about and warned about, was this O-ring. So you knock this pin out and you can take out the fitting for that goes down to the clutch master cylinder. And when you pull that out of there, there's an O-ring. See, there's an O-ring still stuck in there. And if I try to put the new one on with that O-ring stuck in there, it would leak and never seal. So I'm gonna use a pick and pull that out. See, there's that O-ring. This is the one that goes into there, because see, there's the fitting and the O-ring. That's the fitting I need right now. So this fitting has the O-ring on it, and it goes right back in here where I took that O-ring out. Make sure it goes in there all the way, and that you haven't pinched or crimped the O-ring. I mean, you can pull it out a time or two, check it, but be careful that you don't crimp that up, and then just tap your pin back into place. Pins in, that's done. Good. Next, I'm gonna take this doodad off, just unscrewing it. Nope, some fluid come out. Okay, so, oh, it's nice that they package that up separately so you don't lose it. You put the crush washer, on this side, here, and then it goes into here. You can just tighten that down. And there you have it. And this one will go up to your master cylinder, clutch master cylinder. So those assemble like that. She goes in just like this. This goes on next. It locks in, so it slides inside of here, inside your slave cylinder, just like that. It comes with these longer bolts. Which I'm probably just going to throw some Loctite on, just because that's who I am. And these only get a little bit of torque too, so I'm not going to go crazy on it. Just enough. Okay, then, so these, you just kind of wiggle them around, jam them through here. Wiggle this one around. jam it through here. And make sure those lines are tight. Now you're supposed to be able to just finagle these around. And get her to line up just perfectly, right? Which is there. Like so. Let me get a couple of them started to line this thing all up. So, looks like I can pull this around a little bit more. Pull that one a little bit more. I don't like how it's kind of sticking up like that, but get you in there so you can see I've got a line in the way of getting this bell housing bolt in, so okay, and look at all the fluid coming out of her. Whoa! Now I can get the bolt in. All right, now I'm gonna go through and try to torque these down just a little bit by hand. Well, it took me a minute messing with these lines, having to take the slave cylinder off a couple of times to get the lines routed properly, to ensure that the bleeder line was on top of the actual line from the master to the slave cylinder, and ensuring that the lines were not going to be in contact with the moving parts of the clutch and pressure plate. So just take your time here, route your lines the way you want them ran. I've seen where other people have actually drilled holes in the 4L60E bell housing to run the line straight through where the fittings are, and that might be a good option for your application. Okay, there it is. Lines are plumbed. We got a little bit of room in there. This is the, obviously, bleeder. This one goes to the master. Everything's tightened up and done. And she is ready to go in. I need to take a few measurements from the bell housing to the shifter handle, somewhere in here, so I can determine where in the floor I need to cut. Once I get the old transmission out, measure from the engine back to the transmission tunnel, I can cut a hole in the floor for the shifter to come through and then figure out how I'm going to do my shifter. But for now, I'm considering this done. I can set her aside and get ready to pull the transmission out, which won't happen today. I got too much stuff going on. But pretty happy with the kit. FABbot did an excellent job on this unit. It worked out really well. Anyone can put this thing together, even an old wobbly car table like this. Well, thanks again for watching Dad Bods and Hot Rods Garage. Please stay tuned for more episodes to come. We'll be putting this transmission in the car. I've got a few other things in the works. We'll see you next time.